was that just like heavy breathing? Probably. Good morning. It's not morning, like at all, but it's morning somewhere. So good morning to you anyway. Good morning, gamer. Singular. Hello, Crow. It's a one-on-one conversation today. Hello. What's up? How are we doing on this beautiful Sunday? Whatever time zone it may potentially be. Could be anything. For me, it's 3 in the afternoon. And honestly, and for you, it's 4 p.m. Yeah, you know, we're like close in the hour zone. Good. For some people, it can be good morning at this time. Some people have a fucked up sleep rhythm and they wake up like an hour like before 4 p.m. It happens. It didn't happen to me though. I was up for a while now and doing stuff. Not as much stuff as I should have done, as always. It's like, oh no, I still need to do this. And then instead I do, I don't know, something else. I always find something else to do. Isn't that the fucking truth of it all? Привет, Zecke. We can leave the English behind. Let us communicate in Russian. I couldn't if I tried. I could not if I tried. We could do that with French, but that wouldn't be beneficial to anybody. Really. Well, me, perhaps, because it's practice. I want to do a fucking French stream so badly. I want to do a French stream, but like at the same time, my French is so bad, and I don't have a lot of French viewers. I think in the like community in general. So like, does that even make any sense? I don't know. I wouldn't put you through that. Thank you. God, it would be so. I'm so bad at reading Russian too. Well, I mean, it depends. It's like it's okay, but as soon as it's words that I don't know, it becomes very, very, very slow. Also, good to know that the notification sent out via Discord, because I have that channel perma-muted because obviously I don't need the notifications, so it's just annoying if I get the notifications all the time for Russian. Yeah, of course. The French, hell yeah, I could do that. I feel like I've been practicing a lot recently, passively and actively. I've done some active practicing, but I've also done a lot of passive practicing. I would say it's passive practicing by watching a lot of streams that are in French and or videos that are in French and or whatever, any type of content that is in French. I do active listening, not for the entire time because that is too much. If I want to watch like a 3-hour stream and I actively listen all of those 3 hours, that would be a lot for me personally. But you know, for periods of time, I try to practice active listening, as in staring at the screen very intently and trying to picture the words in my mind, because that way I can actually understand them. Yes, that sort of thing. I said already, oh, it means so much to you that you could even read my nickname. Hey, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Me with my, how many years? 13 years of Russian in school. You could think you would be able to speak more after 13 years, but you know, it's school language. You know how it is when it's, you know, being taught in school. So. If you don't have a passion for a language, you're not going to be able to learn the language. And if it's forced on you in school, then you're not going to have that much passion for it, probably. What in the goofy I love goofy so much is going on here. Hello, it's a Sunday stream. Those are rare. Those have been rare. Also, next week, no Sunday stream. Next week, I'm gonna be gone over the weekend again. So no Friday, no Saturday, no Sunday. Because I'm gone watching all of the Lord of the Rings movies with my friend at my friend's place. So, nope. Peace out. But today I'm here. But also I shouldn't be here today, actually. That's something I noticed a couple days ago when I was looking at my schedule. I'm like, oh, I'm streaming on Sunday. I also have a D&D game on Sunday. It's not like they overlap or anything, but I'm probably gonna cut it a little bit shorter because then I have actual time to prepare for my D&D game. Also, officially welcome, Mr. Hyde, Dr. Hyde, sorry, not Mr. You have a doctor title. As they say in German, so viel Zeit muss sein. You gotta have enough time to add the doctor. You know, don't forget about it, basically. And hello, Joestar as well. Dr. Hyde and Joestar. Yeah, I have D&D today. It starts in, let's say we're at 3, then it starts in 4 hours. So I might want to do like 2 hours, closer to 2 hours, so I have some more time in between that I can eat something and prepare for the session. Because I'm a nervous D&D player, okay? I'll tell you that. I'm a nervous D&D player. I can't fucking help it. Yeah, doctor, yes, that's you. You're the doctor. You are the doctor. Because, like, I wanna perform, and I know that's not the point, technically. Well, it can be the point, right? It could be. It is, for some reason, for me, the point is to have fun, technically, right? But I wanna perform. I wanna, first of all, be good at playing the actual game, because it's an actual game, and there's so many rules, and I'm still a noob, so I'm, like, confused all the time. I don't like that. I would like to not be confused all the time. So, like, I would like to be efficient in combat, but I'm a level 2 artificer. Like, we don't do that much at level 2, I'm honestly sure. Like, I don't know. I'm a level 2 artificer. There's only so much I can do. However, you know, how's the D&D lore so far? Oh, it's going well. I mean, me and my friend Calix, we are late additions to the party, so we have some lore to catch up on as well. So that's that, and we have to be like introduced into the party a little bit, and that happened last time, and it went super well, by the way. It went fantastic. I had a great time, and RDM is lovely, so like no worries there. But I'm like, okay, I need to role play very nice. I need to be funny. I need to be in character at all times. When I'm like, I've played this character for one session last time, right? I'm like, what even is in character for this dude? Like, I technically know, but also I'm worried about not being in character enough. Nobody knows this dude. The only person who knows what's in character or not is me and Zecke. But only that, like, vaguely, because I've never played him before. But yet I still worry about, you know? Because I'm like, oh no. What if I'm out of character? It's your character, dude. Whatever you do is gonna be in character. It's fine. But is it though? Look at me complaining. Well, I'm just a little high strung is all. I can't help it. It's just who I am. Can't help it. I feel at some point I will get dragged into D&D by someone in your or Maxi's Discord. Do it. D&D is fun. I like to complain, but that's just because I'm German. It's my genetics, you know, it's what I do. No, but I have a lot of fun as well. But I'm just very nervous as well. Also, at the same time, like, gotta be the most entertaining and the most good at it and the most, you know, I don't know, method actor, whatever the fuck. I'm very afraid of not being in character enough. I struggle with role-playing. I don't role-play a lot at all. I always end up role-playing myself. A lot of people do that. A lot of people's first D&D character is very much just themselves, but a little bit different, and I get that, you know? Not everybody's a role-player right off the bat. It takes practice, like anything, and I can tell you that, right? But once I think about it myself, I'm like, well, but you should have been better at it, though. Even though I technically know, hey, this is a skill that takes practice. No, actually, I should have been perfect at it the first time that I tried to do it, and it's kind of weird of me not to be immediately perfect at it. But oh well, you know. Also, there's other people in the party. You have time to relax, technically. In theory, you would have time to relax in between, you know, when other people are talking and stuff. But I don't. I am the most high-strung person on the fucking planet. And it's not good for my heart, I'm telling you. Like, oh my god, okay. Okay, if I answer to this, I would say this, that, or that. But maybe, and then this tone, and then, But like now there's more time passed, so I can't answer to this specifically. So I'm gonna prepare to answer for the second one, the next one. What's my character doing right now? Do I have to plan anything ahead? What can I do in this room? And then I just don't do anything of all of that, what I've thought about. So, you know, that's the gist of it. Yeah, good advice never works on yourself. It's true. That's literally true. I have so much good advice in me. Do I listen to, like, any of that? Some, but not, like, a lot. So we're gonna draw a little bit today. I'm excited for that. Probably also decided today that I'm not gonna stream every single drawing I do. Because that's not necessary, right? I'll show you how I generally draw these, and I'll set that up and I'll find that out today, and then, you know, as we go on, I'm gonna stream it every now and then, drawing for this project specifically, but then I'm definitely gonna stream the putting the stuff together at the end and all of that. I feel like that's so autism, or we're just the same in that regard for other reasons. Could be like being nervous in like new situations and stuff. That sounds very human in general too, but I'm sure the autism doesn't like help in the general situation. It's like, okay. Like, I'm already on the grindset mindset of acting like a person should, you know? Trying to make sure that the things that I do are very person-like, very human person-like. And now I also have to be a Githyanki artificer? That's like a double layer of acting. How do you do that? Very complicated, very complicated. But let me whisk you away. Again, we only have about 2 hours today because I decided to do that. So we gotta get started. POV, you're on the spectrum. This whole rant of the beginning of the stream. I mean, this is a chatting stream as much as it's a drawing stream. Also, what the fuck? I did something. I moved something on my windows, and now the sun has like one tiny little like opening to shine directly into my eye when I lean exactly here. Ain't that great? Isn't that amazing? Okay, so we're gonna see if we cannot circumvent that a little bit. There's gonna be chatting while we're drawing, of course there is. Chatting and thinking. Also, the fucking schedule is gonna be late today because, like I said, streaming from now until like 5, 2-hour break, eating, preparing for D&D, then like 3 hours, 4 hours D&D probably. That will be from 7 till then 11. Yeah, and then I have to make the schedule. But I already know what I want to do on what day, so at least there's that. And maybe I'll just reuse the art or something. I will probably do that, because I haven't made new art for that yet. We are gonna stream it over here. I hope it still is. Yep, there it is. That's my iPad, that's my Procreate. And those are the two things I put in the little folder. The bear, let go. Because that's the end of the thing. Is your sleep schedule still fucked? No, my sleep schedule is good. Well, good-ish, you know? I go to bed at like 2 and I wake up at like 8. So like, you could have more sleep than that. Today I woke up a bit later though, you know, it varies. It could be much worse. So my sleep schedule is fine. I'm gonna fuck my sleep schedule up later, but that's another thing. Yeah, this is for the bear lyric video animation. So what I've done is made 2 canvases, just like the same size, so I could make a folder. And the canvases will be 2K resolution because I can do that. So why not do that? I like a good big resolution canvas. I like big canvases, even though I don't paint like super a lot of detail in it, but if you can make it 4K, why not make it 4K? I feel like HD is fine. Normal HD resolution is fine. But 2K is a nice wallpaper resolution if anybody wants any of these as wallpapers. So I've prepared this one because we have to do step number 1, gamers. I need to maybe also get up and make sure that the sun doesn't shine into my eye anymore, because literally in exactly the position that I want to be in, the sun shines into my eye. Let me just move my chair instead. Oh my god, YouTube now recommends me QSMP animatics and Tumblr shows the Carmi posts. You're like, hell yeah. That's great. I'm so happy. I couldn't be happier. YouTube knows what's good. Have you watched what was it called? It wasn't Revenge. It was something with an R, right? Have you watched that one pretty long, very, very, very pretty QSMP animatic? Maybe if you know it, you might know what I'm talking about. Because that one slays very hard. The gods themselves conspiring against you. They are. Fucking sun god Ra. Ra is the sun god in the Egyptian pantheon. I don't know why I felt compelled to tell you this, but I did. So I have 2 reference pictures here, not to like yes, to use as reference. We're gonna draw this one first, probably. But I have the reference on my computer because I do it like that. I look at my computer and I paint on my iPad because iPad screen only so big, you know? Okay, I should link some good animatics in the Discord. Well, I know like one that I really, really like. I should link that in the Discord maybe. But I've put these here in order to make a palette. I don't use Holadrio, Seppo. Holadrio's good. How's the Oktoberfest thing going? I've seen some TikToks of people running into the Oktoberfest and I witnessed them and kept my thoughts to myself about them. Jesus Christ. One girl fucking fell down in one of those videos and people just trampled over her. Amazing. Workouts working out. I'm changing some things up. I'm learning to do push-ups slowly but surely, you know, because what was it? Carthogenics? Doing workout with your own body weight, very good. Do that. But you know, gotta get there first. Pictured here, me, normally, during a depressive episode. Very fair. Very mood. So I want to make a palette. I don't do this a lot. I usually just kind of paint without palettes or saving any sort of colors whatsoever. That was a quick Tenji run. I think he's preparing to go outside. But for the bear, we're gonna wanna have like a consistent color palette because it's all supposed to look the same, basically, right? Like many paintings for one video, they're supposed to look the same. Everybody, Tenji. No, he's just running around barking, as he does. God-given barks. My mom is home too because it's Sunday, obviously. So I'm gonna pick a color palette. Now the question I have for myself is, do I want to color pick or do I not want to do that? Because I don't usually color pick at all, ever, while drawing. Because I don't put the reference images in my program, so how could I even color pick if I wanted to? I need to move this the sun still shining into my eye specifically. It's annoying. Maybe I should get up and fix that because it's in the way. Maybe I will. So I don't know if I want to color pick, you know, like that. Hello Carmi. Hi little Carmi. See, the face capture is also completely fucked as soon as the sun shines into my eye. or if I just want to guesstimate the colors and then like pick them that way. So we'll figure it out. Yeah, color picking is like taking the colors directly from the reference picture. And you can see like the mood of the picture. Maybe I can just like guesstimate the mood. I'm gonna try and fix the sun thing though. So that means I'm gonna get up and the model's gonna do what the model's gonna do. Because I'm sweating if I'm in the sun. It's not even that warm. Okay, bye-bye. I've peaced out. I just need to move this like 1 inch. Because I have blinds and they are drawn. But the thing is, we have like 2 layered windows, right? And that means the blinds don't go all the way up because there's a little layer above the blinds. This is still here, isn't it? No, it's not. It should be fine now. Or am I getting blinded by the other one? No, I'm not getting blinded by the other one. I fixed it. Yay. I think guesstimate is better too because then, like, okay, this is gonna sound esoteric, but like, then you can feel the true colors of the piece, of the image, instead of what is on the surface level of the image. You know. Hi Skandar, hello, 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 hello. Cute, minuscule, funny, cute people, tiny even perhaps. Also with the sun generally being here now, I can see the dust on my monitor. I like seeing the true colors of the image. Again, very esoteric, but you know. So like we need like this kind of like blue. We actually need not only the palettes, but also either the disc or the classic. I prefer the classic personally. So we're gonna try and like feel the colors. It's generally these cold tones and that like yellow, orange. Tenchi's still having his moment. That is okay. I think. I don't know why. I never know why. So yeah, it's like in this sort of pantheon. We need like a white, definitely. You see, it's like these cool tones and then that warm, occasional warm tone. And of course, if we need any special sort of colors, we can always use them. We are not completely limited to our palette, but I just want some guiding colors, so I don't really know how I'm gonna do that yet, but that's okay. We'll just paint on one of these layers, it doesn't matter. So maybe, also to choose like a background color. This could be like a white, I'll just scribble something down, we'll figure it out. Also, by the way, you asked if you're spamming, you're not, you're fine. And I've gotten a baby, his name is Spati, short for, oh my god, Spathiphyllum? He's a plant, a plant baby. Have you seen this post? Where it's basically, we could also put the white further in this direction, the white, you know, the white in quotation marks, the white. And then go back over here for the blue-ish color. You know, that sort of vibe from the pillow in general. It's supposed to be for the entire thing, right? I bet if you Google Spathiphyllum, you'll get the plant, I'm sure, right? Have you seen that post where people were talking about plants are the new animals and animals are the new kids for our generation? Yeah, something like that. Something like that is going on. Then we have like some beige tones. I feel like they're somewhere in this area. We could use one of the same value and just like in beige instead. And then go a little bit more intense or something like that. I don't know, just guiding colors, right? I guess today is the day we come back into studying. I have it until January, then 2 months of work exercise. Maybe after that I'd work for real. I see. Interesting. Well, good luck with that, for sure, for sure. Good luck with that. Oh, you posted it in the Discord as well. In the pets. That is adorable. See? See? The plants are pets of the future. I don't know if that's sad or not. It's like a little bit sad, I guess, but it's also not too bad. Yeah, kind of like this. We're just kind of trying to get a vibe. A mood, perhaps. I feel like green, there's also like greenish undertones because, of course, those two colors mix, I guess. That's probably why. I didn't see that, but that's better that way. I mean, honestly, it kind of is. Like, people can still have children if they want to, you know? I'm not gonna not allow it or anything. Not that I would have the authority to not allow it to begin with, but... you know, maybe don't. maybe don't do children. In this economy, I feel like the whites especially also have this, like, I think, yeah, that's this sort of area, but brighter. We could go a bit lower. That's another color that I would like to add to our color pantheon. I'm then gonna transfer this into the actual, like, palette that's down here. just as guidelines. They're a little bit light in general. We could also bring them down a bit. I like pets, but I won't to feel so sad if something bad happened. Oh, that's very valid too. Like, I also like pets, and I mean, we have dog. But if I lived alone, I wouldn't have a pet probably, because I just probably wouldn't have time, right? The plant was a pet. I only looked at the picture for like a moment, and I couldn't find the animal. Here, it's a search picture type thing. Find the animal. I mean, we can say that these are the lightest versions of the colors. We could also try and get a skin color, but yeah, I guess for consistency that would be kind of nice. I struggle with skin colors because they look so different in different lighting. I mean, like if we were to color, don't smudge anything. If we were to color pick here, you can see it's all purple. You can see at the top is the color that I'm hovering over. So here's like this is like maybe actual true tone around here somewhere, but it's also dark. And like it gets purple, it gets black, it gets blue over here, then it's blue again. It's very blue in general because of the blue light from the television in this case. And over here you can see the colors are very like ochre, brownish, and then they get a little bit, like they get very dark here, and then they go to very like light gray over there. Skin tones are very complicated and very dependent on the lighting, so I just want like some sort of like base tone, but I also don't think I want to pick it directly because I don't know, I just don't do that. I just don't really do that. And then because like that's kind of odd, and then I struggle with skin tone, and we're all surprised that is how that is. So we go like a tiny bit further, and maybe like usually they're like in this area for white people, you know, if the lighting is good. If I put in an image where I also have some reference images where he's like in perfect white light. If I picked a skin color from there, it would be way different than in any of these reference pictures because it's also dark in these reference pictures, and our reference colors are kind of lightish, so, you know, we'll figure it out. Your sense of humor is so broken that you laughed when his face got zoomed in on it with the color picker tool. Very fair. It's good humor. I feel like that's good humor personally. So maybe it could be something like this as a sort of base skin tone. I would maybe even make it a little bit lighter, but not that much more desaturated. Yeah, that sort of thing as a reference. And I would kind of like to either pick... Oh, that's very dark. I mean, it's obviously very dark because it's dark over there. Yeah, no shit. We could pick something like that-ish as like a background color. It can't always be one background color, but I don't know. I just want to start with some background color. Important question. Is 1st to 3rd grade, did you color the skin yellow? Orange. Orange, actually. I used orange. Never used pink, because that didn't feel right. But we used orange instead, yes. Yes. The cheese is expiring. Oh no, addiction, not the cheese. This is drawing. I am drawing. This is a short drawing stream. And also, привет, Al. Hello. Chat. Привет, Zecke, and chat. I find it so funny when French people, like French streamers, say chat. They talk to their chat. I mean, obviously they do talk to their chat. But, like, it also means cat. Female cat, specifically, if you say the T. So it's kind of funny. And or something else that we could also call a cat. A female cat, specifically. This is my type of humor, so there we are. If plants are pets, and pets are babies, so it makes sense that babies are angels, or angles. If humans are, I'm getting ahead of myself. Are we God? Yes, we are. I am become God. This is a pretty okay palette, I think. Maybe this will help us. But if we have reference images for everything, then I can kind of ascertain what I want to do from that anyway. And also, I use red as an undertone. Should I put that in there, or do I just do that as an underpainting, rather? Or should I... No, I do this now. I don't know. I will never stop using red as, like, an underpainting, but we could make it, like, a little bit less intense. Just a tiny bit. I feel like... I mean, there is red undertones in your skin. Because that's the color of your blood, you know? Start our routine. Do a lot of push-ups. Man, if you can do that many push-ups, you gotta be built. Who the fuck gifted you? It was Vita. Vita pulled the rare, the SSR Shang. Hello, John, as well. We're gonna do 2 hours-ish of streaming and drawing, and we'll see how far we get with the drawing part of that, because I have D&D later, and when I scheduled this, I forgot about it. Well, for gore. So we're on red. Look, you can just tap on the screen and then the colors appear. I tell you this as though it's new information. It really isn't for most people, but I never use palettes, so it's kind of new information for me, low-key. So we're just gonna transfer these colors that we picked into our palette. I actually would like to put these over here. You know. You bet a lot of dollars that you didn't read that number. I did not. I did, in fact, not read that number. I checked it. I saw it and I recognized, yeah, that's a big number. That color and that color are so similar. I don't know. Maybe we could put them in the second row instead. It really doesn't matter how we fucking lay out this palette that much. I'm also not good at doing this because I never use palettes. Like, look at that. Why are you moving like this? I just want to put you. Let me fucking move you, please, for the love of God. Shouldn't be that complicated, honestly, but alas, here we are. So I got you, and then I'm gonna put you as well. And I guess that's our palette now, slay. Colors are fucking weird, man. They are. Thank you. People always looked awkwardly at me when I was using a mix of orange and white for the skin. But that is good. That's how you can definitely do that with your limited array of colors that you have. In kindergarten, somebody taught us that. Like, one of the kindergarten teachers, I guess, if you call them teachers, were like, hey, don't use pink. That's not how humans look like. Use orange instead. Which, you know, if a kid wants to use pink, let him use pink. It doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, they were right. They were actually correct. So the first image we're gonna draw is actually referenced off of this image because he eepy. Sun went down over Pompeii. Be right back. See you around. See you. We're just gonna put these away. Look, I also know how to group things now. Ain't that amazing? We still have enough layers available. So what I like to do is split up my thing into layers. Pink humans. I mean, some humans are very pink, though. That's something I've learned further on. They kind of are, though. They kind of are. Can I have background color? Yes, I can. That's great. I mean, it would be even darker here. I don't know if I want to do, like, a consistent background color to paint on. And if so, if I want it to be this or, like, something else. I don't really know. I feel like I would like it to be something else. I feel like this is a color that kind of speaks the bear to me. So I'll put that as, like, an extra color for maybe the background, and then I just paint on top of it to give more consistency. You know what I mean? We'll see. I've seen plenty of pink white people. Yeah, some people are, in fact, actually pink, though. That's something I learned later in life. When you're in class of Trump's paparazzis. That's I see. I see. See you later, Shang. See you. I already said that too. You're coloring a real animation. Yeah, because it's like semi-animated, right? So we're just doing paintings and then we're putting them together. So what I like to do is set up like 3 or 4 layers at first. This will be, I won't name them all the time, obviously, but just for demonstration purposes. No, just delete it, thank you. We'll name this one red, because that's where the red painting goes on. We'll name this one, can I? How do I do this? Rename, thank you. I know my program that I've used for many, many years. Hello, Ronnie! Hello! Wait a second. This one is colors. There you go. Very nice. Then sometimes I do 2 line arts. I don't know if I'll do 2 line arts here or not. We'll figure it out. Like line art, sketch, whatever. The man from Lilo and Stitch who keeps getting his ice cream rag totally pink. Totally a real person. True. Good that you brought it up. It's very true. Hi, Ronnie. I hope you have a nice Sunday. Whoa. Yes, semi-demi animated, yes. Yeah, let's just call it lines. I mean, like I said, I usually don't call them anything, and then I usually also have one above. We're gonna start with red. So I take red, and then I, like, suss out the general shapes. Now, I should not only pull up the image on my screen that you can't see, but also the sketches, because then I might know how much text I need to put in there. But I didn't write that down, so good on me. Sun went down, so it's like 3 words, so it's not a lot of text, so I don't need to allocate a lot of text for that. Sun went down, Pompeii. So this is, I don't know, I started doing this recently, and since then I just never stopped. I just kind of block in general shapes in red. By the way, this reference image is amazing. I love the foreshortening in it. It has like a glass in the front and everything. Absolutely great. I don't know how far I want to move him into the middle or not. We'll figure it out. Are you Ronnie? Are you Ronnie? That would be news to me, but that would be an interesting plot twist, I think. I mean, can't you see that this is obviously the superior way of sketching? Although I do really recommend blocking out general shapes first before you do like the line sketching, because that like is nice. Because that is nice. There you go. Hi Isabel. Temu ad begun. Oh no, not the Temu. How do you say that even? Not the Temu ads. I hate those because that's like Wish, and I don't like Wish either. It's kind of like that. And then there's his couch. Like, I know what all of the parts here are. Does anybody else know? Who knows? That's up in the air, honestly. But they don't need to. Now the question is, do we want to move this more, or is this sun went down? Yeah, that's kind of nice, I guess. That's kind of nice. I played Dying Light and got scared of zombies. As you should. As you should. I believe that you should be doing that in that game. I don't know if I want this extra red, and you know, there's some background stuff. I usually don't paint the background stuff in with the red, but you know, I do. Usually is kind of a weird thing. You just make up new names. Making up names is a very important skill to have when you have original characters. I always don't know what to name them because Jesus Christ, there's so many options, and then I always want to make the names mean something, and then they don't, or they do. But I gotta make a decision for that. We could move it up in general a little bit. Especially if the text goes on the right, because then we have more real estate for putting the rest of the piece down here that I just simply didn't put there. Take a sponsored by Temu. It's not how it works. Although I could specifically remove Temu ads probably from the stream, because you can decide that. I think you can block specific ads. What up, Caliban? We're doing some art for 2 hours. Just 2-ish. Because then I want to prepare for D&D. Because otherwise I feel unprepared. I will feel unprepared no matter what, to be honest. Also, I do the lines in black, but we don't have that in the color palette thingy. I will feel unprepared no matter what. But, yeah, continue filling. Did I fuck it up? Yeah. I don't know, the continue filling thing fucks me up sometimes. I don't know what that means. I sometimes accidentally swipe over there and then it like doesn't work and I have to restart it. I don't know. It confuses me, okay? Oh, you were listening / watching Critical Role? Hell yeah. Let's actually go. Yeah, we're not quite on that level yet, but we'll get there. So I don't know yet how thick and how sketchy I want this. I should make this more sketchy than I'm planning to make it right now. I should keep in mind that I have to draw like 55 of these while painting them, because holy shit, I am not keeping that in mind right now. I need to kind of hurry a little bit with these. Just feel like you're in a rush and maybe it'll be better, because, you know, if I spend too much time on every painting, this will take forever. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but if we just make it a little bit more simplified for every one of them, that wouldn't be too bad. So, you know, no, I love sketching. Sketching is my favorite part because sketching is funny and sketching leads to funny little pictures, and I like funny little pictures. Look at him. Well, should he be asleep here? He's not asleep in the reference picture. And I mean, the sun's down already. I'll figure that out. I could close his eyes, you know what I mean? Servus, Mahlzeit. Gosh. The Germans. With a long sigh. The Germans. Sketchy. Sketching is a little sketchy. It's true. No, it's actually true. I'm gonna specify what the hell just happened to me right now. Just saying I had to act fast. Ooh, you're not gonna specify, you said. Oh damn. I wanted to hear more about that. What happened while watching streams? What type of peril do you have to face while watching streams? I don't know. What is happening with his shirt here? It's kind of like bunched up because he's laying down. There's a lot of folds in here that I will just simply allude to. We don't need to get into the details of all of that. There's a lot of folds. That's fine. His face looks so fucking funny. I think I will do a lot of adjusting on that, as I usually do. That is just part of the course. Is that what you say? I do not know. I do not know anything aside the fact that I don't know anything. That's the only thing I know. Ha 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 ha. Quoting philosophers. This, that, the other. Draw me like one of your French streamers. I could. Yes, draw him like Etoile. The Etoile art is still getting traction on Twitter, by the way, and, you know, I can't say I'm mad about it. Also, I watched another Etoile stream yesterday, if we want to talk about that. This is a hand, by the way. It's about down here. Watched another Etoile stream yesterday. Well, I mean, it was a stream not, like, on his channel, but he was hosting an event together with another person. It was a Trackmania event, and it was pretty cool. Like, oh, it's a blanket. I think he has a blanket over here. It's very dark in the reference image. I mean, the reference image is in this folder. You could technically see it, but it's fine. God damn it. Should have wrote multi-color. True. That would have increased the Germany points by so much, you know? You would have gotten so many more Germany points, but this way, well, only a normal amount of Germany points. I hope you can live with that. It was a Trackmania tournament, and it was actually, I really got into it. I really got into watching this fucking Trackmania tournament. Do I care about Trackmania? I didn't think so. Didn't think so beforehand. Give the boy a blankie. He deserves it. Like, he has already, it's minimum comfort over here, right? He's sleeping on the couch in his own fucking apartment. So there's like a glass here. The glass in reality, like in the shot, goes up to all the way over here and is kind of like in the way here, which is a choice. I will make the glass a little bit shorter and move it a tiny bit. It's also very weirdly bulbous. I don't know what type of glass this is. I still want the glass in the shot because I think it's cool compositionally, but I don't want it to like touch his face. Tournaments are so fun. Tournaments are very, very fun. I agree. And also, by the way, in this reference image, he literally has his hand on the desk and a cigarette in it, like while sleeping or falling asleep on the couch. That is dangerous, my boy. Do not do that. Like, this is an ashtray. We're gonna very much allude to the foreground. At least that's the plan right now, is alluding to the foreground and not painting it out in all of the details, because, like I said, this is not supposed to be like super detail line by line painting, because that would take way too much time. And here's like the couch. Yeah. Are we hiding from anything? No, just life, I guess. Nothing else, though. Yeah, that's a cigarette right there. Oh my. Oh my my. Oh my my, indeed. Like, I didn't know anything about Trackmania, but it was actually very fun. Would recommend. I kind of want to play Trackmania now, and I looked it up on Steam, and it said it was free to play, but my friend said there's like a subscription model attached to it, so I don't know how free to play is. Also, he has 2 remotes. At least I think this is a remote. This is either a remote or a calculator or a phone with some weird reflections going on. So I'm not sure. Cigarettes. Yeah, they smoke a lot in the bear. They smoke a lot in this show. It's not the most destructive behavior that they engage in, to be honest, but it's one of them. It's one of the destructive behaviors that they engage in. The pillow has a very cute little fold. At least he brought a fucking pillow to the couch. Like, I could see him absolutely also just not bringing a pillow to the couch. Hello, Spike! Salut! You have nice news? Do you have nice news? Is this what this means? Tell me. If that is, in fact, the correct translation. Pillows? So jealous. I bet you have pillows too, right? Somewhere. Maybe not on the couch. Well, actually, maybe yes, on the couch also. Oh, a new... Wait, what is copine? You found a new... copine? I will look that up, because I'm currently learning French, as I say, every time. Oh, I will look that out. Once talking about animatics, once cleaning my ear. I have 2 voices in my head right now. Cleaning my ear... How does that sound like in your head? No, like this. Oh, it's a girlfriend. I see, Spike. Let's go. Congratulations. Of course I don't know the vocabulary for girlfriend. You have a girlfriend, a new girlfriend. Hell yeah. Let's go. Slay. Congratulations, Spike. Ticklish, I see. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Anything specific we're talking about, or can I vent a little? Oh yeah, you can vent a little. You can vent a little. I was trying to look up what you were saying. No, we're not talking about anything specific. You are free to vent as much as you like, while I try to figure out how much detail I should put into these paintings. The answer is not that much. Give her up to the tick god. You don't need to. It is fine. I don't think I'll do 2 layers of outlines here. I think I'll just go over the parts that need more details on the same layer, because that's 1, quicker, 2, easier, 3, good. All of these things are good things. God, his eyes are big, but like in the reference, it kind of doesn't. The face is not that big in general in the reference, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, you know what I mean. Sketching on live on stream, by the way, is always such a challenge. I think Maxi talks about this a lot too, because the pressure is on during the sketch. I love the sketching process part the most, but that's also where you can fuck up the most. And sometimes you just have to restart a sketch or restart like parts of a sketch completely, because it just doesn't work out. And like you have to move around a lot of things and adjust things, and doing that live can be a little bit intimidating sometimes. I like painting on the red background though, as well, especially if we have like a darker background color, because we can see our lines a little bit better. You almost blew a gas kid watching Hassan's discussion with Eva. Oh yeah. He made me so angry, especially since I came to like him a bit in the recent weeks after not liking him at all. Oh geez, you have a journey there. His foreign policy takes are so shit, and in my opinion, you can summarize them as America bad, which is very narrow-minded. I 100,000,000% agree. I heard about this. I also saw the tweet, well, Instagram post technically floating around, where Ethan is just fed up with the left in general because of the like backlash I think that he's gotten because of that conversation, even though he was fully in the fucking right. I haven't watched the actual conversation yet in full. I've only seen snippets of it, but like Hassan very much is one of those leftists, or at least espouses those views of those leftists that are like, anything that America does is always bad. You know, doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's anti-America, it's good. And that is a very unbiased, like a very biased, unnuanced view, right? Yeah, fair. And the tankies jumped on Hassan's side too. Of course they did, yes. It's the Atomic Heart eyes. It's the Disco Elysium eyes. Yeah, well, yes, of course. My art style is very influenced by Disco Elysium, as you know. I think his eyes are a bit closer together, at least in this shot, but I don't know. Again, we're not going for a photorealistic thing here. I should spend less time on details on the face, but I still gotta make it look like nice to my standards, so I gotta see. And of course he needs to be recognizable. The angle is a bit weird for his face to be at, like he has no jaw anymore at this angle, and that's always gonna look a little bit odd, but that's just how it is sometimes. At certain angles you lose your jaw. It happens to the best of us. Now what is Hassan? Now what even is Hassan? You know, what is this concept of a Hassan Piker? We may never know, but we do know that his foreign policy takes are bad. So at least we know that much. Maybe I want to just delete the entire mouth and make sure that there's enough space, because like at this angle, my man has no jawline whatsoever, because he already doesn't have like a very strong jaw. Like the actor who plays him doesn't have a very strong jaw, so this angle doesn't make that fact any less apparent, is all I want to say, basically. So, mouth is tiny little mouth is here, and then he has like a little chin, obviously. And then there's like, the shirt kind of goes up here, sort of. Yeah, it's almost good enough. It's so crazy to me that, but in the case of Taiwan, it wasn't just America bad. He's just denying Taiwanese people's agenda and avoids taking a stance, just keeps to CCP party line, basically. Yeah, he does that. It's so crazy to me that he won't take a stance against the CCP's authoritarian and imperialist policies. I also do not understand that. Like, is this because... no, legitimately, I don't understand why you wouldn't. I feel like it makes more sense to just do that. Or maybe but he isn't a tanky though. I don't think he thinks of himself as a tanky, but maybe he is one, you know what I mean? I don't know. At this point, I do not know. Also not keeping up with like all of that Hassan does at the moment. So I don't know. Got that off my chest. Only nice topics from now on. Of course, of course, of course. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you I appreciate you bringing this to the table. Because I've seen it around a lot as well. You know, maybe, I think we have enough other things to talk about too on Tuesday, next Tuesday. Gonna be busy day again, as always. Tuesday's always busy. Yeah, I think that's a good enough portrait. Again, we need to keep it a little bit more simplified, because we're gonna draw a lot of these, so we'll see. Someone put a sticker on a Suda poster, but it got removed really quickly. Ah, bummer. Was it a funny sticker? Was it one of your stickers? Maybe, perhaps. Crow says, as a leftist in general, you kind of need to be ready to be disappointed in people. Yeah, true. I now just try not to learn about personal views of people. I like for non-political reasons. That is honestly a valid way of dealing with it. That avoids some trouble. Does it look weird if only that part is more detailed? We'll figure it out as we go further forward. Further forward? Mm-hmm. Okay, here, give me your topic, Crow. Nice topics, like how I have a halo despite being a doll. Don't worry about it. I'm a holy doll, obviously. What are we talking about? My stickers? I have no idea what you mean. Oh yeah, of course. So am I gonna use this now? Let's see how this works. Because I like to blend it into the redness that is already given anyway. But in this case, we're gonna have to make it way colder. Because like, this whole thing is darker. But I would like to lighten everything up a little bit. For my thing. Maybe. Maybe. Because some of these references are very dark, and we're not gonna make it like that dark. I would like to flatten things. Simplify, flatten, lighten a little bit, you know? Not like too much. But we don't need that much compositional depth for our thing to look nice, I think. Then we need like our white, or we can use our white for the shirt, etc. And for the pillow and all that. I always do a lot in one stroke because of how overlapping stuff works with this brush. Also, I do everything in one brush. Like, my process, honestly, pretty simple, I would say. Oh yeah, Chang says, by the way, I've been going back on writing lately. Remember the OCs that I talked about? Yes, I do. Oh, are you writing more for them? That's so cool. Hell yeah. I'd like to make these a little bit more greenish. I mean, yeah, it's very blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-die. We just gotta get some blue tones into the skin as well. But also, don't make it too complicated, alright? I'm saying this to myself in order to try and keep me to this promise that I actually don't make things that complicated, please, in this piece. Okay, also do be a little bit darker for this shot specifically, because like it is nighttime. It do be nighttime. Drag queens are the funniest people on this on God's green earth, I'm telling you. I agree, perhaps. I love just starting with I before I know what I want to say about it. Like, a lot of the humor is often... Okay, I don't watch that many performances, to be fair. But a bunch of the humor is often, like, very raunchy, obviously, for obvious reasons. I mean, have you heard the names? It's not always raunchy humor, I'm sure, but, like, the most what I've seen is, and that's, like, not my type of humor for the most part, but I've seen some very, very funny clips, so absolutely true. They are very fun comedians. But then again, I also don't consume any, like, I don't consume comedy content for the most part. It's usually an exception for me. I should probably put, like, his hair color as a swatch, too. I don't know. Just need to somehow get down the coloring part is the most complicated part of my process, right? And I want to simplify it a little bit, but you know, I can't. You can only simplify so much until it becomes too simple. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't really consume comedy content very much. I sometimes view things that are funny. that does happen, but that's because the TikTok algorithm decides for me, hey, you know what? I think you should look at something funny. And I decide, sure, you put it here. So that's why I do that. But that's about the gist of it. Your messages are only appearing for yourself. Yeah, after, well, before the YouTube straight up doesn't let me say what I want to. There was like a little break between that, so I don't know. The first CD I got was I'm Blue, Dabba-dee Dabba-die. Dabba-dee Dabba-die. Baldur's Gate 3 with Juno Wen? Well, I don't have Baldur's Gate. I do not, in fact, own the game, so that is sadly at the moment not possible. Also, I don't know if it would run with VTuber Studio at the same time. Without it, I'm sure it would run, probably. I would be hopeful for that, but with VTuber Studio, I don't know. I mean, I could stream without VTuber Studio, so that's not like the biggest problem. How the fuck am I gonna paint all of these without making them overtly complicated in the coloring? I don't know, okay? I simply do not know it. So I'm trying to lay down the basic colors now, in case you want to know more about my process, which is why we're here, right? I lay down the basic colors to get a general mood going, and then I start to... Well, I mean, I usually lay down the colors with the shade, especially if this was all we were painting, I would have laid down some, like, 2 colors here already, but since we're painting something that's a lot more complicated than just this, I try to simplify it a little bit. There's like a warmth coming from down here that I cannot really ascribe to anything. Like, why is there warmth here? I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, but Baldur's Gate ain't on Game Pass. It's a bummer, isn't it? That would be nice. That would be a nice addition to Game Pass. They have a lot of good games on Game Pass, don't they? But not all the games. Never all the games, gamers. And down there, back there rather, is also very, very yellow. Dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die. When you were 6-year-old, you loved that song. Oh my god. That's amazing. I love that for you. I never had a big affinity towards I'm Blue, Dabba-dee dabba-die, I have to say. I wasn't the biggest... Well, once I heard about it, and I don't know when I heard about it for the first time, but once I did hear about it, I remember not liking it very much, so there's that, I guess. They have Lies of P, though, so they are forgiven. Is Lies of P actually good? Do people like Lies of P? I only heard about Lies of P, and I found it very funny. Just the concept was very funny to me, so that was, like, nice, I suppose, but beyond that, I haven't actually ever looked into it too much. So we do have black in the pieces because I like to do my outlines in black. So technically we could go very dark at points where we want to go darker. Like technically we could shade with black, but I don't really do that. For some reason, when I was thinking about simplifying, I was thinking about how they just put a scale design layer on Setsuna's jumpsuit from Monster Hunter, no, My Hero Academia. Then then my mind wandered a bit that you like her design. Slay. I don't know her design. I do not know her. I do not know this man. I could walk down the street. I wouldn't recognize. My favorite meme because it's so applicable for me all of the time. Man, I really like this paint. I cannot possibly. I'm like, I really like this picture. This reference picture is a good reference picture for, you know, a painting, which is what I'm doing. Hell yeah. But we can't, just because it's a very cool reference picture doesn't mean that we can spend 1,000,000 years on every single painting in this thing. Otherwise, this will never get done. We wanna have it simplified at least a little bit. Come on. Also, there's a lot of shade going on here. It's gonna look weird. I hope it needs to go through weird. That's the thing with painting. It needs to look weird for a bit before it looks good. But sometimes it also just looks weird, and then you didn't do it right. Unless, of course, you want it to look weird. But, you know, let's just presume that that is not the goal right now. Sometimes that's also... It doesn't work. It doesn't work out all the time. I'm not used to painting so far away from the face. I'm such a portrait nerd, I guess. I really like painting portraiture all the time, always. It's like my favorite thing to do, and I like to do zoom-ins, and I like to do close-ups, so when I do something that is none of that, that's a kind of weird. That's a little bit weird. I grabbed the correct color. You only played the demo of Lies of P, and it was very solid though. Also, it reminded me a lot of Bloodborne, which is always good. And Bloodborne is not on PC still. Dumb Bloodborne. Lies of P reminds me of Life of Pi every time I hear it. Oh yeah, I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. They do sound very similar, but I don't think the content is very similar at all, so at least there's that. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm fucking with it a bit. The idea, you know what a good way of simplifying something is if you're not sure like how to get to simplify a piece more? Just don't zoom in. If you don't zoom in, you're not gonna get too complex with it. Just like keep it at arm's length, keep it small. Then that way you will not be accidentally putting in way too many details. You know what I mean? You can still go quite detailed even if you don't zoom in, but it'll help. It'll help. I'm generally anti-zooming in too much, but like I said, I also usually paint close-ups anyway, so like usually we're close enough, honestly. I feel like the nose can be a bit more reddish. That's something I like to do, especially when it's lit by outside light, is putting like the red at the outline of the shadows. I feel like that always works, kind of. You know what I mean? Here. Have art advice. I'm back. You are back. Yes, it is My Hero Academia. She is from 1B. She has kind of fluffy green hair and sharp teeth. Slay. Slay, indeed. She can split her body into pieces. That, in a different show, that could be potentially very gory. I don't think it would be very gory in My Hero Academia, but in a different show, I could see that being quite the gory affair, which I would like. I find that fun. But alas. Cooking shows. He's watching cooking shows to fall asleep, and then he sets his fucking apartment on fire. As you do. This happens in episode 2, by the way, so it's not a spoiler. Not that, you know, we've done and sailed the spoiler train, I think. I should start shading this, by the way. Oh shit, I accidentally smudged this. That's a thing I do a lot. I think I should turn smudging off because I never use it and only accidentally smudge my pieces. I've never intentionally smudged a piece in Procreate before, only unintentionally. So maybe, I don't know, I should just turn it off as a feature because I keep doing it. And sometimes I don't notice it, and then I have to live with the consequences of my actions. And that's not nice. That's not nice for anybody, right? And not the cooking shows. I did not see many of your messages, I think. Like, a few of them got swallowed. I do see some of them. For example, I see your message saying, I remember a post on Tumblr of a drawing of a supermarket with individually colored products on the shelves. Slay. I do like the idea, kind of super detailed paintings too. But most of the time I don't. Like, it's a question of, hey, do you want to do this right now? And does this make sense for the paintings? I've done a super detailed painting before, like even like a semi-realistic style. I used to do those. But now I don't like them anymore. But if other people like to do them, then go right ahead. Also, everything is very blurry in this glass, so we should like put in some shapes maybe. Because that is the view through the glass. We're gonna probably go in on a layer atop the line art too in order to add more blurriness to the glass, but you know, also we need more shading behind the head. Like, this gets real dark, obviously there's no light coming in here, so yeah, you know. I can see that message got through by watching chat on screen. True, that's also that's also one way to tell. But also I can see some chat messages that the screen cannot see because the screen only sees top chat, and I can see live chat as well. So that's my superpower right there. There's a tiny fly. No. So thanks for that. We should put that on a higher layer. I don't know if I already want to venture into the higher layer, but these like highlights should be above everything else because they're the glasses highlights, you know. There's also some like much warmer color on the glass on the side, but I don't know how much of that I want to put in. Because the glass is not like the focus. I legitimately didn't even see the glass at first, but I like painting glass or trying to paint glass. Especially this one is like blurry and out of focus. The entire front of this is supposed to be it is out of focus in the reference image, so you know. Victor says, I've stopped my father from setting our home on fire a couple of times. He likes to leave things on the stove and go and lay down and ends up falling asleep. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be never have happened to me, you know what I mean? I've done that before as well. With pizza in the oven, though, specifically. Pizza in the oven. Okay, put it in. It takes like 15 minutes, right? Remember to go back and pick it up because... oh boy. Otherwise, it will be inedible. And lo and behold, it had become inedible. It was just, oh, that's too bright. Just use a little bit of it then. Oh, yeah, that's in front of the glass, actually. Now that I notice it, maybe I can remember to do that. Then, just remove that line of the glass. Just shapes. Hello, Punished Princess. Hello, hiya. Hiya indeed. Hiya is a cute way of saying hello. Pizza doesn't burn in Germany. It just gets black and shrinks. Yeah, that's what it does. that is what it does. Which, you know, at least we didn't start a fire or anything, so that's like a net positive, but it was very much inedible, and then I didn't have anything to eat for that night, I think. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I haven't burned anything that severely in a long time. Like, or even that it qualifies as burnt at all, honestly. This one's a bit warmer. Like, you could paint so many details into this painting, but I don't think I should do that. Also, I don't know yet how we're gonna tackle the text. That's one question that's on my mind. Like, the text will probably go here. It's 3 words, right? So, first of all, shape of the text. Don't know. Are we on what layer? Oh, we're on the lines layer. Doesn't actually matter, by the way. The way I paint, that doesn't really matter that much because I just kind of go wherever I please with my paintbrush. So, truly, I think we're at the point of the painting where we're above the line layer anyway. You just finished your own stream and now you can start cooking while listening to this. Perfect. I will only do like 1 more hour. Jesus, time flies way too fast. Oh boy. First of all, I need to be faster while drawing. Second of all, Jesus, time flies because I have to prep for D&D on NAR. But I hope you enjoy, at least for the while I am live here. And I hope you had a good live. I hope you had a good stream, you know? Sometimes I feel great after having streamed, and other times I feel like so-so after having streamed, depending on how it goes. It's like, that could have gone better. I reflect. Again, just like with D&D, I'm not a perfectionist even. I just want to do good, okay? Like, I know things aren't perfect, but, or generally, you know, nothing can be perfect. So I don't strive for perfection, but I do want to do good, and sometimes I feel like I don't. And then in the review phase, after doing literally anything, I'll be like, well, so that was that. So there's that. Is this shirt trans flag colored? It's just white, technically. But right now, I do see, like, the pink undertones are still very much there, because I always paint everything red underneath, which I like. I feel like the general redness of the lifeblood flowing through you could be represented in even things that are technically not visually red, but I like to see them as red in paintings, you know? Like, paint stuff that isn't there to portray a reality that's more real than reality. Welcome to Expressionism. Welcome to 1, weird sentences that I say. 2, Expressionism. Now, if I want to add the little highlights, I do have to zoom in, because otherwise they're too tiny. I can't. Because there are highlights, but that one's more like on the middle. Is that weird? Yeah, that one is weird. Just do 1 line. Just do it where it's supposed to be. There you go. That's okay. Oh, Victor, what's going on? Why did you make your student cry almost? What's happening? Text color orange? We could do orange. I was thinking white. I was thinking like actual true white. And I was thinking about if I wanted to... Because true white will always work, probably. Probably. But the text will be a different layer, so we can definitely edit the text, so no worries there. We can definitely change that around if I ever feel like it. I wanted to add a little bit of... No, not that small. I wanted to add a... No, still too small. Add a little bit of a highlight on the chin, because there is one, and on the Cupid's bow, because there is one. And up here, two, but technically and practically in another color, because there is one. Victor says, somehow I popped a blood vessel in my right eye, so it's totally blood red, right? Oh my god. A student asked what happened, and I said, who knows? I might fight it. Oh no, be finally dying. Oh no, and the student almost cried about that. Victor, Victor, you can't just do that. You're traumatizing the kids. They think you're dying. They don't want that for you. Just like me, by the way. I also don't want that for you. But I am an adult who understands sarcasm. Unlike the kids who don't. How dare you? We should make this a bit darker too, maybe? To separate it from the shirt. But it isn't, though. It isn't in the reference, so... You know, deal with that, I guess. Who am I telling that to? Myself? Yeah. I guess I am telling that to myself. Never seen someone's face go from curious to really sad so fast. That is so cute in like a sad way, obviously. So cute though. They're really worried. Aww. Aww, it's really adorable. Okay, we have some hair. Do we want to add more details or no? Also, I need to like smudge. Well, not smudge. Smudge bad. But like add a little bit of a like finger... idea of a finger into this glass. The glass, again, as I've established previously, the glass makes things very blurry, but they still exist in the glass, so, you know, you gotta kind of, like, put some colors in there. She was a teenager. I thought she would get the joke since I was laughing. Oh, Okay, well, if it's a teenager, then I would have also then I understand at least, like, why you made the joke, right? Like, obviously you wouldn't say that to a first grader or something. I would have thought a teenager would have understood that as well, but, you know, sometimes it just doesn't go that way, I suppose. Ah, that's nice. For Zecke, the universe and everything within is just one big organism, symbolized by the red background being the base of every picture. It's kind of real, sort of true, but only kind of and sort of. The way my uni professor used to scare us is by saying that a lot of us will commit suicide when the exams come. Oh my god, that's no good. That's not something they should be saying, I think. That is no good at all. What I thought you were gonna say is more like something like, oh, a lot of you will not pass the exams, and not a lot of you will fucking kill yourselves because of the exams. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? That's a little bit harsh, I think. I think this is a good level of detail. We could add more shade. I mean, we could always do more. We could do more for quite a while until we can't anymore. Just gotta figure out how much more is a good idea and how much isn't a good idea. Honestly, we could add this line in a bit more, because it is actually very visible, but that's a bit too big. That's too small. You're too slow. I would actually like something a bit more like in this direction of color. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that. Welcome to the Russian education. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. You're committing acts of terror against your poor students, Victor. How could you? I can't believe you've done this. You can also make some more highlights on the cigarette because it's like in light. There's also smoke going, but you can't really see the smoke. Well, you could add the smoke. I could add the smoke if I wanted to, but I feel like I don't want to add the smoke because it's not the focus of the piece. And you can't really see it that much in the reference, but you know, it's whatever. So this one's sun went down. Now, I don't know if I want to write that, like if I want to add it in different layers or if I just want to write all the text in and then cut it out, or how exactly I want to do that. But I'll just put it on one separate layer together. I mean, the text shouldn't go over each other anyway, so we'll figure that out. We can always change that. Also, do I do all caps or do I do not that? I think I do all caps. I like all caps. It's kind of aesthetic looking. Sun went down. Is that good? Not really. I mean, again, we can, this is on a separate layer. We are able to move this however much we want. And that is, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Are you doing this to be mean? That's better. I like that better. Sun went down. Sun went down. Oh, we could also do like sun and then went and down. That's a generalized question that I have. Yeah, let the word pop in, word for word during the song. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I just wondered if I want to write them on different layers already or not. But I'm gonna export it like that, and then I'm gonna separate these words later and export them on separate layers. That's probably how I'm gonna do it. Yes. We could either do a big one or a small one, but like I said, the words take 2 seconds, so if we want to change it later, we can always change it later. Like, we could do big text or small text, and we should decide on that at some point before we finish it, but we don't need to decide on that right now. And I think small text, like this is small text in quotation marks, it's still kind of big. It could be smaller, but, you know, we can always... Maybe even a bit smaller would be nice. Sun went down over Pompeii. God, that's a long word. My uni professor was so infamous that one time a military vehicle with words, professor name is an asshole, was seen on the news. Oh, holy fuck. Yeah, that's kind of intense, huh? Layers are very magical. It is. You can add that 2 pictures animation on the text only. I could do it for the text, but again, like, listen, this is like, sun went down over Pompeii. Like, that's only the first sun went down. That's about how long this is gonna be on screen. It's gonna be very fast. But we can always decide to do that later if we feel like it. We'll figure it out. Layers. Woo. Okay. Not me trying to not be, not me being down bad as I try to focus on what you're doing. No, don't be distracted. Focus. You know that meme where it's like the Omni-Man, I think, and some dude. It's like, focus, you have to focus. That's me right now to you. So we've done 1. Slay. And it only took like an hour. I mean, yeah, that's about as much as I expected. Also, it looks so good as a little thumbnail. That means that you did composition well, by the way. If it looks good tiny, that means you did the composition well. We can just duplicate these all the time and then use them in order to save some space. Think, Mark, think? I don't know. I've never seen the original. Not once. I only know the different memes about it. So it's always whoever has been inserted on the ground. Did I add the thing for the background? I did. Background color, I would just put this again. Now we have to draw. The second thing that we need to draw is the Seattle skyline. We're gonna figure out the timing a little bit more too. I mean, technically I have figured out the timing, but I don't have it in my head yet, so I would have to probably watch my own video again where it says, is the sun went down twice in the laying shot, or is it here? We'll figure it out. I have a reference picture of Seattle pulled up on my computer. And now I need to figure out how much detail I want to paint into that. Woo, let's go. Just draw the Space Needle. There's things on here on this picture. I don't know what any of these buildings are, but you know, I'll do it. How many cuts are you planning to draw today? Like 2. It's probably gonna be like 2 or 3, honestly. I don't think we'll get through more than that because I want to get off at around 5 p.m., which is in 45 minutes. So let's draw Seattle, gamers. Seattle is way too colorful, by the way. We're gonna have to, like, am I gonna do the red underneath it anyway? I mean, for consistency, right? So the picture I'm looking at right now has this one big building here. It's like multi-tiered. I shouldn't do it this small for the red anyway. You can see, yeah. It's like multi-tiered and has weird, like, pokey things on the top. It's kind of like that. And then there's, like, weird glowing things on the top. Multiple buildings have this. And there's, like, a little block here. It really doesn't matter that much to be super accurate. As long as this building, I think, is recognizable. I think people will know what it's supposed to be. Hence, like, Seattle. To me, all skylines look the fucking same. I cannot really tell the difference, honestly. Speed drawing the bear, any percent. Gotta go fast. Gotta go so fast. Endlessly fast. There's like red lights on here. That's crazy. And then I want to be able to put the water in too, but I don't know. with our setup right now, we wouldn't get the water in, but the water is nice. As wise, well, we could make more space. We could just make it smaller. And then we could maybe get the water in. And there's another building here, and then it gets kind of flat over here, honestly. Look at that. That's so buildings. That's definitely buildings. Why do all skylines look the same? Today, we will be figuring out why skylines kind of meld into each other. Because they're all just blocks. They're all just squares. I'm not watching the bear unless there's an actual bear there. And they are the main character. Fuck. I was gonna say, well, technically, in episode 8 of season 1, I'm pretty sure we do get to see a bear. But you did specify that they would have to be the main characters, so that's not really gonna be working out. So that's like the general shape of the Seattle skyline, apparently. Oh my god, Zecke, hello! I've already talked about that I'm gonna be playing D&D later, and that's why I'm gonna be only streaming for like 2 hours-ish today, because I wanna have some break in between. Wow. Can you see that this is Seattle? Are you able to tell? Do you guys also have Natura stores in Germany? Yeah. They usually have a bear at the door. Wait. I think Natura is like a brand, right? I don't know if we have... I'm sure we have separate stores for them too. Natura. Like brand. Yeah. They have like the brand thingy. But I don't know how many separate stores of those I've seen. Do you want to play a bear in D&D? I can arrange that. But I'm an artificer. I don't want to play a bear in D&D. Now, Carmi Berzado, maybe. What? You haven't seen the bear. I was gonna ask, in your professional DM opinion, what class would Carmi Berzado be in the bear? But you don't know the show, so you cannot answer me this riddle of mine. I think, I mean, he cooks, right? But he's also pretty strong. He could be like a fighter type class, but I feel like fighter... It's not really it. He's not religious or anything, so that eliminates a few, I feel like. I think he's not religious anyway. I don't know. Doesn't strike me like a person like that. He would be in Dungeon Meshi for sure, though. Oh yeah, for sure. That makes sense. The Natura bear looks pretty cool. You looked him up. Yeah, different is certain recognizable skyscrapers, though. Yeah, like in DC with Metropolis and Gotham. Yeah, you just gotta need some more. Is he really called Berzado? Well, it's spelled differently, but that's why he has the nickname the Bear. It's because his last name is Berzado. Berzado. They say it like that, I think. Because he's Italian. Kind of. I mean, not kind of. But like, I don't even know if he speaks Italian, to be honest. They never brought that up. Not that they need to bring it up. God, there's so many weird buildings going on here. When I go back, I'm not gonna be able to recognize any of these. And this has the weird... There's like 2 of them. And they kind of go together. And they're illuminated. They're glowing. Okay, he's strong. And he does not sing. No, he does not sing. Sorry. Bippity boppity boo? Bippity boppity boo. He does not sing. He does work as a kitchen chef. So he handles knives a lot. And probably is good at like sleight of hand and stuff. But I don't feel like he would be a rogue. He does yell a lot. He yells at his cousin a lot. So I don't know. I don't know what that tells you. There's a fucking crane on this building. I mean, might as well draw the crane. I think it's a crane anyway. It's just like kind of whatever. It's just like kind of whatever, truly. I feel like I'm gonna be so confused when I go back to my lines trying to understand which building is which, at least a little bit. Like, honestly, I feel like we don't need to spend this long on the fucking cityscape. Just this one is important, and maybe this one, and then we got it. Spaziente me non bevo alcohol. Ranger. I can see Ranger for him, for sure. I could see that. Thank you for your expert DM opinion. I will be referring back to you if I want any more characters categorized as certain classes. There's like a building in the back here, and then there's another building in the back. I mean, there's a lot of buildings in the back, obviously, and this is like a weird building. Again, there are always weird buildings, and there's like a lot of those, and then there's trees at the very front. I'm very much like scrunching the front, by the way, because, God, of course I am. What's up, meine Freundin? Hallo. What's up, mein Freund? Bruder. Bruder, was geht? Läuft bei dir? It's great. Das freut mich. I'm having a good time. I'm drawing, and then after drawing, I'm gonna have a break in between stream and D&D session that I'm extremely excited for, but I've already also talked about being very anxious, but like normal anxious, which is very anxious sometimes. Not necessarily in a bad way, just in a way where I'm like, oh God. Just in a way where I'm like, oh God. It's time. It's time to be the very best D&D player who's ever walked the earth. What do you mean you've only played like 3 times in total? That has nothing to do with that. You must still be the very best D&D player of all time. That is what goes on in my brain. Okay, I gotta lurk now. These blurbs don't draw themselves. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that yet? Well, ain't that the truth? Zecke is got drawing blurbos. We love to draw blurbos. It's the thing. It's the thing we do. I mean, this looks pretty nice, honestly. I do like a cityscape. Not so much a skyline, but I do like a cityscape. Drawing cityscapes and stuff. It's fine. I can't read Al Ghul without hearing Measurehead's voice in my head, as you should, as you should. And Type will try to overcome another art block while watching you. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in you. God, my arms are still tired from push-ups. Jesus, man. Jesus. I've drawn 2 of Zecke's OCs so far. Okay. Oh my God. OCs. Let's go. My blurbos. I've drawn 2 of yours so far as well. I think, if I'm not forgetting any. Why did I do this on this layer? Again, please just take the layer. Please, bro! Sometimes Procreate fucks me up. I just want to take the layer. Thank you. Okay, that took way too many tries. And put it up here. And now we lay in, haha, the general colors. And let's try to keep within our color scheme. That's so bright. I mean, it is bright, but, you know. So these houses in the front row are all suspiciously yellow, and I do not know why, but, you know, it is what it is. They're all very yellow. It's the lighting, actually. I do know why. They're being lit by something that is yellow, and probably they were also built out of something that has, like, that kind of color. I would assume. They look a bit older. I think this is old Chicago, and in the background there's, like, newer Chicago buildings. I would assume. I do not know. 2, you've drawn, yeah, that's all I remember. I've drawn, don't remember any names. I did the commission and the sketch exchange. So that's 2 people that I've drawn. But I don't remember any names, so, you know, there's me. Watching my last drawing makes me question on how did I do this stuff again. Oh, sometimes it do be like that. I feel you, I feel you. I need it to be like this, but darker. So we're gonna go like this and make it then darker. I get messages from the stars. Wee wee wee. I haven't had that for a while though. Usually my drawings, at the moment currently, my drawings just get better. Which, absolute slay, thank God. That is a way more like satisfying experience than having, whoa, this was so good, how did I do that? I haven't had that for a while. I usually now I have, wow, this was amazing. 2 days later, this was okay, but now I do much better. That sort of thing. Ah, yes, you drew 3 of my blurbos, actually. Oh my God, look at me. Look at me on the blurbo train. The blurbo train. This is a very nice color combination, by the way. I really like that sort of yellow with this sort of green. It's nice. We need some more blue, though, probably. Although this green would also, again, a little bit darker and maybe a tiny bit more saturated, but a really darker. Can also be the trees down here, so that is nice. Yeah, dog. This is nice. Araves, Yaw, and Ferris. Slay. I'm always just looking at people's art. You're an art consumer. We love those. We, the artists, for fuck's sake, we love those. Also talking about vocal warm-ups, this could be my vocal warm-ups, but honestly I feel like stream is whatever the opposite of vocal warm-ups is. Like for real, I feel like stream gives you negative vocal power at the end of it. Like you don't know how to speak anymore actually at the end of a stream if you've done the stream correctly. I get messages from the stars, and wonder how they do it all. Fair enough. Sometimes I wonder too. Sometimes I look at stuff and I think, wow, that's wild. How you do that? And other times I look at stuff and think, ah yes, that's wild. I know how you do that. I do that too. The original color, the original painting, the original picture, it's a picture, Jesus Christ. The original picture is very colorful. Too colorful, in fact. I don't want to add that many colors into our color scheme. We don't need to add that many. That would be too many. It would not look in tune with the other ones. A lot of the tops of these buildings have very, very shiny bits. I think that's cool. I think tops of buildings should be very shiny. They also have very shiny windows and shit like that, obviously. There's this building too. For some reason it's absolutely like bright. I don't even know what's up with that, but they are very bright. And then we have some like top ones here too. This one is very bright. This is a bright thing that they have. They have this one. Okay, well, if we finish this one quickly, depends on, you know, the level of detail, like, again, as always. And there's something very bright over there too, but it's not in our field of view anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. We need some brighter ones for more windows. We'll just do like very abstract, obviously. We're not gonna paint every single individual window in here. We're gonna keep it vague and keep it the illusion of windows only and the illusion of buildings. I prefer that anyway to like a fully rendered city, like skyline specifically. Cityscape, yeah, perhaps. You know, I feel like a creep sometimes, well, a lot of times, because I try to stare at people because they look great. Oh, I understand that. And I'm kind of trying to capture their face and clothes while feeling guilty. Oh, no. I totally understand, like, the vibe of that, though. You just wanna see. You wanna remember the facial features and stuff. You should come to Germany. The solution lies within Germany, because in Germany, everybody stares. We are a nation of people who stare at each other in public. So it wouldn't... I don't know how big I want to make this. Not that big. Not that small, rather. We are a nation who stares, so I think you would feel very at home here. Because everybody stares. At you too, though. So, you know, you do get stared back, but that's not too bad, I think. Some of these are a bit more yellowish than the others. I don't know how small I want to make them to. Again, gotta make sure not to make them too small, too small and too detailed accidentally, because then it'll stand out and be bad. Just like keep the illusions going. Only illusions. In this guy's case, likely 6 hours of sleep, 2 cups of coffee, and some sort of pastry hanging out in my mouth. That's how you did that. That being the art that you make. That's a pretty good process, I think. Oh, this building is really weird. This building over here. I don't know what the fuck's... Is this like circular? What the fuck is up with... It crashed. Thank God I only have a very normal background picture. It just fucking crashed, dude. It should save though. But I won't show you my Procreate loading screen thingy. Thank you, Procreate. Real cool. Procreate does that sometimes. It's not the first time. I'll tell you that. It just closed itself. Oh, are we low on battery? No. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Didn't really bother me too much, but still, rude. Like, we're still exactly where we were a second ago, but it did just crash. Okay, that surprised me. Yeah, no fuck. Obviously, that surprised me. Would be weird if I was expecting it, no? Wash jump scare, yeah, literally. My very normal background picture. Imagine if I had like a fucking picture of me or something. I mean, yeah, that's kind of odd maybe if you have a giant picture of yourself as your background. But that would have been bad, so good thing that I don't do that for here. I get messages from the stars. Now that's in my head. Due to nobody's fault except my own, because I put it there. There's a little bit of color variation going on, and I think we should show that a little bit. What a that would be very narcissistic, yes. It's just a boosh jump scare unlocked. Nice. Oh, you flashbanged someone with your browser, browsing in Twitter with not safe for work stuff. That has freaking great anatomy and art direction, because I saw them in my peripheral and looking away very quickly. That's very funny though. It's like, oh, whoops, sorry, my bad. I just showed you the porn that I like on Twitter. But I mean, it looks good at least, you know. At least it was high effort porn. Oh yeah, this one is like super bright, really weird. It's like this sort of bright even. Big one. Wow, big building, very bright, very shiny. Some of these also have some like yellow lights in there. We can like mix and match them a little bit. Hi, Pan. I could swing into the city. That would be fun. Like Spider-Man. Yes, swing into the city. Hell yeah. Like Miles Morales, for instance. It's fine. You know, it's coming along. We're gonna add some more shine to these, because they're very shiny. Shiny. Like the treasure of a sunken pirate wreck. Scrub the deck and make it look shiny. Especially this part. I don't know what the fuck that building is. You can't even like see the outline of it correctly because it's so shiny. This over here too. This a little bit as well. Sun went down over Pompeii. Good morning, Irina. Morning from Chicago, people. Yes, let's go. Chicago time. It's Chicago time. Victor says, wait, what the hell? I looked away for a while and there was only a red thingy and a few lines. How did it become this? Well, it's just a very simple little cityscape, you know? It becomes this quickly because I don't put a lot of detail into it, so we can just vibe and make a general cityscape happen kind of quickly. Also because I don't want to put all the colors in there. Hi, Warren, hello! You made it! We might be... Now the question is if I want to start the next frame. What is the next frame, by the way? We don't have to go chronological, but I think I will. Okay, the next frame is kind of simple too, so maybe we could do that. Maybe we can... motor. But we still need to put the text on it too. And maybe... Oh yeah, and the fucking sunset in the background. Loki kind of forgot about that. Sun went down over Pompeii. You know, that kind of color maybe, like around here. We'll see. I'll just put it in the background and see if that looks sunsetty. Because that's actually the focus of this, and I kind of forgot about that. Ain't it strange? As we slow dance, I became your statue frozen. Yeah, that's sunsetty. We can put some stars. No, we're not gonna put stars in the sky. 2 reasons. 1, text is there. 2, it's a city. There wouldn't be any. You can't see them. Dawn of a new world. Your phone background has some very tasteful nudity, but also no one ever asked me about it. Oh, I have, some of my friends have like tasteful nudity, like as in art pieces, as their phone backgrounds as well. So I know the vibe. I understand the vibe of that. I think we want Sun Went Down again, right? Over Pompeii. Hi Euler, hello. Probably not a lot of stream left, but be glad to be here again. This looks great so far. Thank you. I'll just show you the other one too. Then once we go back out of this file. There is like 20 minutes left, a little bit more than that, almost 30, because I want to leave early, like I said. So there is some left. That's way too big. Fuck, I should remember the brush size. We can redo the text if we don't like it. Sun went down. We have to see the placement of this building. Sun went down over Pompeii. Sun went down. Because, like, sun went down over Pompeii. I would obviously split it between sun went down and over Pompeii. But that would mean that this part is a little bit longer than this part. Sun. Or we do sun went. Or we just split it somewhere else. Down. This one could have the double thing. Over. I would also like to make it smaller, maybe. Perhaps. We'll see. Again, we'll see. You gotta go now. Got good sleep. Have a good sleep. Have nice dreams. There you go. Andrew Garfield could be added to the new Amazing Spider-Man 3. He could be. The Spider-Verse is all interconnected after all. Fuck, Pompeii is kind of long of a word, isn't it? Pompeii. Boop, boop. You know. I love speaking the English language. It's my favorite thing. Now, I would like the text in general to be a little bit smaller than it is right now. Because, like, I'm looking at it in quite small, but it's gonna be the full screen, right? So, you know. Sun went down. But I like the full caps. I feel like that looks nice. Over Pompeii. I have many tasteful news on my phone. My cats. They're all very tasteful and cute. They are. And they don't wear clothes, usually. Okay, we can go back one. Yeah, this is the other one we did, is first frame. Let's go. I know how to do this now, this preview thing. I didn't know that was a thing for the longest time. Sun went down over Pompeii. We already have that much of the song. Let's go. We're on a fucking roll. Let's go. Gotta go back to school because I gotta hurry now. So good night and see you next Saturday. Oh, is it? I don't know what day it is for you, but have a good one. See you around, gamer. I'm gonna duplicate this again. This is my method now, so I don't have to click new thing, even though, you know, it's like, it doesn't take that much longer. But duplicating it, I don't know. Seems good. Well, you know what we could also do? Fuck, we have 20 minutes. The next one is... the next one is like semi-complicated. Looks really nice. Thank you. I really like the vibes so far. I'm really vibing with it already, which is good. Slay! 20 minutes. Can we do a full drawing in 20 minutes or not? I mean, I can go a little bit longer. Just do the thing, okay? Just do the fucking thing. It's not like why did they move? Did you see that? Were they always like this? Why did they move? I will not continue asking questions about this. Just pretend it's all normal. Ah, they're back to normal. Okay, fine. The next one is Carmi's sketch. I already have the reference picture for that, so it's nice. It's a very big vibe. I love it. I'm loving it already, which is great. That's important, because otherwise, if you don't love your project, you're not gonna like it. Less thinking, more drawing. You're so right. So correct. So Carmi's sketch is the next one that I'm gonna want to do, and I have a reference picture, as I need reference pictures for like all of this. But the reference picture is not like ideal. I have two of them. I'm not showing you either. Yeah, this one's better for the actual sketch. I think I'll change it around a little bit, but I like he's handing it over and there's hands in the shot, so I'm gonna change it quite a bit from the reference, because in the reference I can illustrate this for you. The sketch is like this, but the sketch is like here's up in the sketch and here's down in the sketch. So I would just rotate that a little bit personally. Who even arrives on time for their D&D sessions? I mean, I would have time. I just want to prepare a little bit more beforehand and eat something and chill a little bit, maybe calm down. I won't calm down. I know, silly proposition to even make. Gotta go have fun. Thank you. Good luck with the dungeons and the dragons. Yes, I will have that. I hope I will have good luck with that. Maybe I'll even hit an attack roll. But we don't know that yet. So I'll just do it like that instead, maybe? Unless this is too drastic of a change. Because I do still want to put their hands on it, but I think I can. So like this would be the framed drawing, because yes, he framed the sketch. It's so cute. And this is Michael's thumb. Welcome to, obviously, this is Michael's thumb down here. So like it goes kind of like that, and he grabs it. I don't know, he has something else in his hand over here, but like in the reference, but just make it clear. Where the fuck am I gonna put the text here though, if I put things like this? I mean, I could put it... I don't know. Germans are always on time. Yes, unlike our trains, we are always on time. We're gonna have to see about the composition of this a little bit with the thing, especially. He had his hand like kind of over here and over here, so the text could be here. How much? What are we writing on this? Love just going in. Not on both sides. So again, 3 words, not a lot. On both sides, the vow was broken. So we could do on both sides. If we just do like a thumb here. I mean, it doesn't have to be, it's not realism. We're vibing. It's fine. His hand is kind of here. His thumb is kind of here. Hand goes kind of back like that. And then he's like pointing at it. I just want to include the hands because I like drawing hands, okay? That's my thing. So like kind of, you know, just sketch it out. Know where things are going to go, perhaps, potentially. Then the hand goes backward. Like that sort of, but like it needs to go out of, it needs to kind of go somewhere too, so we'll have to see about that. We can also shift the entire thing around once we've sketched it out, right? I don't know if his thumb is here or not. It's not in the reference picture because of the way that it's shot. Yeah, kind of like this, you know? You see it, I see it. You don't need to hit on attack rolls if you succeed in your persuasion roll, but no, we were in combat. There was no persuading. And also, I have charisma dump stat, so nope, definitely no persuasion rolls. Maybe something else, but you know. And then the actual, I mean, this is a drawing, this is a flat piece of paper, so I can't really sketch much more in here. Sketch much more? Yes. Can't really sketch much more in here. At least, I shouldn't, so I won't. This doesn't look like anything yet, but that's okay. On both sides, the vow was broken. I could also leave that out, technically, that hand. Or put the hand somewhere else. Oh shit, did I put it on a different layer? Oh well, that's my bad. I did put it on this layer now. Well, fine. I'll put it back down then. Me when I switched the layer too early. You know where else we could put the hand? We could remove the hand from here completely and just put it like behind here. Now this is getting a little complicated for no reason, perhaps. End of sentence. This is getting a little complicated with no reason. We could also, because I have a little bit of a problem with where the fuck this arm is going, as in I don't know where that arm is going. We could like move it like this a little bit. And then I wouldn't have to worry about the existence of the arm. German punctuality would be too powerful if it weren't for our trains. The bitch is trying to balance our power. That makes sense. I love how Victor and I are the opposite. Do we love drawing hands or do we hate drawing hands? Well, I like drawing hands. Do they turn out good every time? No, definitely not. But most of the time, I think. So that's good enough for me. On both sides the vow was broken. Oh my, I'm the one trying to hide this damage done. So, I mean, if we do the hands here, we'll just, you know, well, hands, it's a fingers, it's fingies. Would be like that. And so that would be kind of behind it, and this would be in front of it because it's the frame of the painting, you know, this, that, the other. I let AI draw my hands. Oh no, but then it'll turn out horrible. That won't go well for you. Then you're like better off doing it yourself. Now I have to copy Carmi's drawing on here, which is kind of funny. And I have to change the perspective. Well, I don't have to change the perspective, but I have to attune for the perspective. It's actually gonna be a little bit tough. Am I on the right layer for this one? Yes, I am. That actually matters a little bit. So this kind of goes over top here because like this is at a perspective now and it isn't in the original. It's very different in the original perspective wise. So I think this goes about here. Again, part of it is like cut off. It doesn't go that deep, low down on the picture actually. So I think it goes kind of like this. like that. Then there's like a second story, and that kind of goes all the way. Does it go all the way? No, it doesn't. But that's not the right perspective now, is it? Also, yes, perspective guidelines exist. Do I use them ever? No. Is it out of principle? Not really. It's just because I like it more like that. Once again. He does, though. This one goes like back like that, I guess. What is the perspective in this painting? I mean, you don't a painting. It's not a painting, it's a sketch. Wait, I know. This goes kind of up here, and then there's like a little whatever this is. Again, the bottom is cut off, so I can't actually, like, on my reference, it doesn't go, like, it's cut off about here on my reference, which is a little bit of a problem, because I don't know what you fucking drew over here, because I can't see it. But it looks like a weird garage combination dining hall, which that's just, I mean, that is probably what that is. I'm just gonna continue drawing that over here and, like, mirror it a little bit. Then it goes like inside. Now doing the perspective within the thing that's already on a perspective is a task. But you know, we handle these tasks with no problem, with little to no problem whatsoever. That's why I moved away from doing the actual thing and am doing this instead now, because it's easier. There's 3 little sections. They're the same size in the reference, but I wanted to make it a little bit bigger because we need to put like a bear here, and I'm trying to simplify this, so I need some more space here to be able to depict the bear in any meaningful manner. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. His hand is over top of here, so I also don't know what's really happening. So this is that. There is a little like line here, so that's good too. I really can't tell what's happening with the chairs inside the building, by the way. This guy's drawing a portrait for an NPC. I know at least one of you is gonna hate. Ooh, exciting. That sounds fun. Also, this, by the way, up here is not good. It's more like, it should be more like that. Maybe. I don't know if that made it worse or better. Sometimes you don't know these sorts of things. So this would go kind of like that. It looks like it goes back endlessly in the reference picture, which is weird. So I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna try and kind of just wing it. I mean, I'm winging it either way, so that's that. Gonna put some tables in here. The double perspective is really fucking me up, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of what's in the thing, and then that line could just kind of go in here, and then you don't know anymore, so we just put more lines in here. Yeah. More lines. Vague lines. Lines that symbolize things and stuff. They should be in line with the bottom line. Or parallel towards the bottom line. A bear? I know, right? Shocking. It's very shocking. Making art of a hateable person is actually, that's peak. That's very peak. Can't wait. I wonder who the one who's gonna hate him is. Or them. Can you reveal that? Is that something that you could reveal to me? Like, who's gonna hate? Who do you think is gonna hate this NPC the most? I don't want to know anything else. That's all I want to know. And I mean, there could be more than one new NPC, so maybe I won't even know who it is once we are actually meeting them. I just wanted to check again if we're on the right layer, because it would suck so much if we were not. He has like some lines on his skin, but that's that. And this is that. There you go. That's dark. Yeah, I'm liking this. Yeah, sure, the player isn't here. Ah, okay, I made an anti-Flora NPC to cancel out her bullshit. Damn, okay, I see. Let's go. I'm prepared. I'm prepared for the interaction. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, then this is the other finger. I was a little bit confused by my reference picture earlier. And by earlier, I mean, well, when I drew the red stuff. I see. Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we get the monologue anyway. The prepared monologue. This, that, that. This, that, that. This, that. I like men finger. Men finger are nice, but it depends. I just like sharp and like boxy things. Or are they? Dun dun dun! I mean, would be a surprise. Maybe they're a lurker. I don't know. Say hello if you're here. Say hello if you're here, please. Am I on the one? So this kind of goes like that. Why's your finger so long? I mean, maybe this finger is even longer then. Because this is quite a close-up, you know? Because this finger should be longer than the other finger by all means, so that must be the case then. And this one kind of goes like this. I mean, yeah, no, it does go like that, even in the reference picture. Sometimes I like to go off reference a little bit, because, you know, they are shooting a TV show. They're not pausing every frame to be drawable necessarily. So I feel like sometimes I have a better idea of how to pose a certain thing for drawings than the TV show did for their shot. But yeah, like the actors did for their shot, but in this case it's fine actually. So this goes here, and this actually would go a bit more like, you know, like, nice, nice. I wasn't able to watch last stream, but you talked about elections in my country. Yeah, I did. I did a little bit. Not in my part of the country specifically, but I talked about elections. Down in Bavaria, they're happening, but it's not like, again, since it's not for the entire country, it's not like major elections. We could lay an undertone. I love laying undertones in, if you haven't noticed already, of like yellow. Give me a big yellow. This is a big screen. We need the biggest we can possibly have. Here, have some yellow-ish undertone. You are quite yellowish. You are lit by yellow lights. So there you go. Bavaria shall burn. Yeah. Yeah. Bavaria. Move the cup if you're among us. Amongst us. And you know, it's kind of funny. The fic that I'm reading was basically on the elections part, as well as the problem of the new president caused while in power in all Germany. When you streamed it, oh, I see. I was like, huh, what a coincidence. Big coincidence. There's also like lighting stuff going on that I'm gonna have to tweak a lot to be close to my reference image if I want to do that. So we'll see about that. You can be a little bit skin colored, but you need to be way darker. So, you know, we'll get there when we get to it. That's fine. You need to be bigger and also skin colored. But yeah, I like this shot. I mean, of course I like this shot. I was gonna say I came up with it, but you know, the show came up with it. But I altered it enough. I could say I came up with it. Here, have a little bit of undertones. Again, it's much darker here than the actual color that I had as a reference. We'll just put some down, you know what I mean? Using words is so overrated. Imagine I have to play a word-based game later today. Well, imagine that. It's almost like it's actually gonna happen. Is this closer to it? I feel like it's even more yellow-ish in the actual thing. But it is pretty bright. It is pretty bright. It's just paper after all. It's just a paper sketch. Tenji Steppy is true. He's being asked to finally go for a walkie because he has yet to go to agree to going to a walkie. It's not like we don't ask. He's been asked quite a few times. Hey, it's time, gamer. Would you like to go for a walkie? But he's like, nah, I'm fine. I don't need that. I don't have bodily functions. To which we like to remind him, hey, actually, you kind of do. Go piss, boy. I wish he did that. They have like weird ceiling lights that are reflecting in the painting in the reference, so I'm just gonna copy that. I mean, obviously, that's kind of the point of the reference, isn't it? Ceiling light reflections, woo! And I mean, this thing, the painting in here is a sketch, so, well, it's not a painting, it's a sketch, so. I don't need to add any more details to that. I'm about to finish the 340k words after like 3 days. You are immersed. Oh my god, you are very immersed. Man, I wish I could get into like fan fiction like that. I guess I think I wish that. That sounds like a very fun like hobby to have, but I don't know. I don't get that into them usually. I've never read that long of a fan fiction in my life, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, my iPad is so hot. Maybe that's why it shut off earlier. Maybe that's why it closed itself earlier. I just accidentally touched the side of it and it's so hot. Holy shit, is it hot. Well, oh well. I'm gonna eat Greek yogurt later with some muesli in it. So that's my little treat that I'm getting for the completion of today's stream. What are your little treats? Anything lined up? Man, you know, if there's any technological like technology type thing, gadget type purchase that I would like to make, it would absolutely be a newer generation iPad, because I feel like, I mean, this one runs well. So like, I wouldn't actually do it. That's why I'm not doing it right now, obviously. But I'm afraid that this iPad will not run Procreate Dreams very well, and I would be very sad, because I want to run Procreate Dreams well. I think I would really enjoy Procreate Dreams. But I'm gonna wait and see first. And yeah, one day I'm probably gonna need a new one, because I use this for art, so like I really do need this device. It's probably one of the most useful devices that I have, but you know, it's running well so far, so I'm not gonna complain. At the second. It's funny, since it's a fan fiction of a fan fiction. Oh my god, let's go. Didn't you write a whole book worth of fan fiction? Yeah, but I didn't read... Well, I read my own fan fiction, but I didn't count that. I always read my own fan fiction. Love my own fan fiction. This is all the shadow of the hand, by the way. Of this hand. Of Carmi's hand. Top hand is Carmi's hand. Lower hand is Michael's hand. By the way... I never read other people's fan fictions. I only read my own. In a weird display of narcissism? Question mark? Liking my own writing a lot? Question mark? Liking my own ideas a lot? I like to reread my own fan fictions that I make, but I don't read a lot of fan fiction that other people do, because I'm like, I could just write what I exactly want, because they usually don't write what I exactly want. You know what I mean? So I don't read their stuff too much. Does this look good? I think so. We just gotta like darken up the background and do some like more shading on the hands. And by more, I mean any. Is the Bible a fan fiction? The New Testament is a fan fiction to the Old Testament, in my opinion. What did I do? No, don't. Fuck, I don't know if I undid it or not. Sometimes I accidentally undo as well. You know, Procreate, it does have its issues. I have my issues with Procreate. I don't know if they're Procreate's issues or if they're just my issues. That could also be the case. I don't know how much detail I want to put into the shadows on this hand. Again, one of the many questions that I will ask many, many times. Hey, how much detail should I put here? We're trying to do limited detail. A little bit, of course, as you know. Because otherwise we would perish during the making of this. But also, there still needs to be a good level of it there. It being detail. Oh my, I'm the one trying to hide this damage done. We're not gonna get to that line yet today, but I mean, I knew that already. All our secrets will be spoken. I already got the references for that, though. I procrastinated getting the references for a while, but I knew it wouldn't be, like, hard to do, because I remember... Sometimes I'm really good at that, remembering when approximately something happens in a show, like a key scene or a key moment that I want to go back to and or need a reference picture of. I'm pretty good at remembering when exactly it is. For some stuff where I used to edit, I got so good at knowing where everything is, I would just click into the episode that I had saved. And it would just be there, because I knew exactly where everything was. Now, I'm not that good yet with the bear, but maybe I'll get there after searching for all these references and stuff. Hi, Sprenny, hello! I'm gonna head out very soon, because I have D&D later today, but I'm glad you could make it for a little bit. I'm also gonna erase the red that's like outside of the lines by the way. It's something I need to do sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Yeah, that's nice. And then we're gonna put a little bit, like we could put some lines in the background too. Well, you know, just like general shapes that indicate the house. Like there's a door here. Yeah, I mean, they were in a closet in the like pantry together a second ago. So I guess that's the door, maybe. It's like from a obviously it's a perspective shot. We just need general like vague shapes in the background. I love general vague I love general vague shapes in the background. It's my favorite thing, actually. This is kind of darkened, and then we can just fade it to brighter. I feel like that would give kind of a nice effect. I don't know if I want to do that though. They do have a darker line here, so maybe we could include that, and maybe this, but like a bit more detailed. There you go. That looks interesting and dynamic. Yeah, it's been my 2 hours already. God, drawing, fucking time passes so fast when you're drawing. Holy shit. Definitely gonna do some of the drawing off screen. You know, this is always, it's always the same process, isn't it? What line are we on again? On both sides, I think, right? Well, I'm gonna check again anyway. We need a new layer. Did I do that? Nope. Good. I'm gonna feel like a huge asshole for asking that, but do you see my messages or and just not react to them, or did I not? The last one I see is I can't imagine. Oh well, the last one before Heisbrenny, I saw the do you read anything to be an inspiration for my fanfics? No, just the show. Usually it's just the show. No, I was just not looking at those, I think. I think they did pass through, but like with drawing streams, it's sometimes kind of hard to catch the majority of messages, even if there isn't like a shit ton of them, because, you know, I'm like looking down a lot and I can't look up a lot. And I know that you understand that. You're just trying to see if YouTube is swallowing your shit, because YouTube does that too. So I understand why it's worth asking about. No, I think they did go through. Maybe not all of them, because, you know, YouTube. But yeah, just me being down here too much to read them all. On, how big should you be? Like this? On both. That's not an O. On both sides, the vow was broken. I'm definitely gonna move this a little bit, by the way. There you go. On both sides, the vow was broken. Having taken not read your messages has its advantages. You could bully me and I wouldn't notice. It is true. It is very true. I like how I immediately scanned the chat upwards in order to see if you indeed did do that. Just a little anxious and a dummy. Oh, do not worry about it. Man, I love my art. Gamers, is it gay to love your own art? Kidding, of course, obviously. This is gonna be so good. I'm so fucking hyped for this project. I love making weird noises when I'm hyped for things. Also, there's 46 unread messages in Telegram that I want to get to. What are you talking about without me? How dare you? Sun went down over Pompeii. On both sides, the vow was broken. I mean, it's going forward at a reasonable pace, no? Is it gay being alive, though? Yeah, kinda. It's a little gay. I think it's a little gay, yes. Oh, Jesus, your record is a lot of unread emails. Gee, no, I check my emails. I do that. You're not alone. I love your art, too. Thank you. Oh, my God, thank you. Almost showing my true form with the... It's true. I a lot when I'm happy, when I'm doing things, when I'm on my own. Whenever the occasion arises, truly. God, I love these. This is gonna turn out so good. I'm so excited. The color scheme really works well for this, I think, by the way. I really like the way you use color. Thank you. I only draw in black and white, so sometimes, something like that is always impressive to see. I used to draw in black and white only until, or mainly, rather, until I was, 17-ish. Around that time, I started using colors, really. Of course, I'd used the color before, but I hadn't really focused on color much. But now I'm really in the color shit. I love color. Yes, I do. So I'm gonna put my iPad. Maybe you cool down for a bit. I'll put you somewhere where the sun doesn't shine. On the ground. There we go. I kind of want to sleep now as well since I have school tomorrow. That's a good idea. Let's go, gamers. I already know what we're gonna do next week and which day and stuff, but I'll tell you about that later today after I had my D&D. Thanks for being here. I will see you again, and I will keep you updated on the Animatic progress, of course, in my streams, etc., etc. Yes. Did you send, Siska, did you send the notification out too early? I'll ask you again. Isn't that like 1 hour? Oh no, it's not 1 hour too early, is it? Oh my god. Yeah, no, it is. I'm confused. I'll hit you up later. I'll ask you again later. Bye, everybody. Don't worry about it. I tell myself, I guess. Isn't that earlier? Or maybe I just can't do time. See you. Bye-bye. See you next week. Bye-bye. I'm leaving. I'm heading out now before I share even more confusion with you. Bye. God, I gotta like get some yogurt, which I will do. Bye-bye.